The fire is always burning at Oakwood Fire Kitchen in Draper, and you can find Michael McHenry and Chef Brandon Price tending to the flames. The passion of these two talented co-owners is abundant, and their mission is clear: to bring community together for brunch, lunch, and dinner, highlighting the local artisans and craftsmen that are elevating Utah food.
Sweet Lake Biscuits and Limeade was only a twinkle in the eye of Haas and Terry Rose when they began slinging limeade at the downtown farmers market over a decade ago. The demand for this sweet beverage and Haas's Texan roots was the foundation of their brick and mortar location. And with that, Sweet Lake was on a roll. Well, actually, it was more like a biscuit.
As a fourth-generation dairy farmer, Trevor's expertise extends to a symbiotic relationship between the land and his 300 ladies, the dairy cows. Waymont Dairy Farm grows, ferments, and blends their feed to provide an overall health and quality of life to the animals while producing milk that Utahns can definitely be proud of. You know, Taste Utah, it's more than a typical food series.
Oh, that's right, James. It's about local flavor, from roots through unique, authentically Utah restaurants.
Oh, absolutely. It's the people, the places that make Utah a dining destination.
We love it because there's so much soil and earth to uncover, but still so many great Utah restaurants to savor.
Well, that's just it. We bring the stories and we spread the love.
The best thing about Utah, the views along the way, they're not bad either.
We're not afraid to get our hands just a little dirty.
Food is a necessity, but it's how we create it and share it and experience it together that really shapes our community.
You always have a seat at our table.
Are you ready to taste Utah?
Well, the sun's out, but it is a little chilly. It doesn't stop us from driving to Draper City and the restaurant, Oakwood Fire Kitchen.
Oh, Jane, Michael McHenry, owner, actually restaurateur of the year, and Chef Brandon Price have created an oasis, a sanctuary, a food mecca in Draper. He calls it in the heart of the city.
Okay, in the heart of the city, wood fire pizza, house-made pastas, breads, and they're rockin' brunch these days.
Oh,
Should we
Jane,
go check it?
let's get warm by that Oakwood fire.
Okay, can't wait.
Michael.
Katie, Jamie,
Hi.
hello.
How you doing?
Wonderful.
Oh, so good to see
Welcome
you.
to
Just
Oakwood Fire Kitchen.
Thank you.
So great to see you. I haven't seen you for so long.
Just a delight. Delight to be in this beautiful restaurant.
Yes.
Well, we're excited to host you today. Should we take your jackets and meet Chef Brandon at the table?
Perfect. We thought you'd never
Perfect.
ask. Okay, let's do it.
Wonderful.
Thank you.
Well, thank you, ladies, of course, for being here. Always so great to see you, Katie and Jamie, and the support and everything that goes on with Taste Utah. We just absolutely love it. So
Our pleasure.
Thank you for being in our home.
Yeah, we're excited to have you in our dining room. We got some awesome stuff here. So we actually brought out some brunch items.
Ooh.
Brunch has
Sunday
been
brunch.
super popular for us right now.
Nice.
And so this is what we're calling eggs in purgatory.
I love it.
And so it's eggs cooked in a spicy tomato sauce. And
Yes.
it's finished with some creme fraiche and some herbs. So it's great. And then we serve with some toast soldiers so you can kind of dip into the yolk.
Every Sunday, 11 a.m. to 2 p.m., you can catch our brunch, and the toast soldiers are like top of the list.
Oh, I love that you call them toast soldiers.
So then right here, we're calling it the South Side. So it's a lot of Southern inspired pie. So we made andouja, so it's a spicy sausage. We made that in house, and then it gets our tomato sauce, our awesome, pizza base, and we finish it with creme fraiche and mint.
Yum.
We got our bucatini and meatballs. It's our play on the
Gorgeous.
classic spaghetti and meatballs. Those are ricotta meatballs, and then bucatini. So it's like a thicker spaghetti, but it's like hollow on the inside.
That's for the sauce to kind of get in there.
Exactly.
Soak it up.
And this one we call the Vito Corleone. So the original idea was to call it the Godfather. That's right. Yes, you know that's that reference.
Now I must take a bite.
And so we call it The Godfather, and I was like, no, it's better than The Godfather that everybody else has. This is
Wow.
The
Oh, I
Godfather,
love
the
it.
Vito Corleone.
Yummy.
So,
Put your mark on it.
cool.
Get in on some of these toasts.
and then we have our
Great.
pepperoni pizza that you think might be simple, but it is not. And
Okay.
so,
Tell me more. Yeah,
so we
we're
have the
intrigued.
creminelli pepperoni, which is a little bit spicier than what you're kind of used to. So to tone some of that down and balance it, we actually put more spice on it with spicy honey. Yeah.
Rowdy
Yep.
chef.
Oh yeah, I know. We're
Okay.
crazy.
A
We're
little
cra-
sweet, hot, to just kind of like tease the palate a little bit when it gets to the table. And
You gotta have that.
And the pepperonis just look succulent.
when we first got introduced to this opportunity, of course, Brandon and I have worked together for several years, and as you can see, just the passion exude from Chef when he talks about our food and the experience. But this was an opportunity to really, what we feel like, reintroduce a neighborhood restaurant where you could
Yeah.
sit down at the table, really sit at the table and know the restaurateur and get to know the chef and understand the local, craft makers and artisans that are contributing to the overall experience at the table. And so when you hear us talk about creminelli or ketos or what's being made kind of bottoms up in our own kitchen, this is almost a bit of a stage to highlight just a bit of that culinary experience and the craft that we truly love.
Your passion, Chef, is palpable through everything that we're tasting on the table and through your mission and vision. But we would love to see your hands all over that pasta dough
Let's
and
do it.
see how the magic happens.
Yeah, I love it.
All right, I'll stop twirling in a moment.
No, you could keep twirling. That's beautiful.
Get into it.
Back in the kitchen, Brandon, here's the deal though. Okay,
Right.
so Woodfire's got the open kitchen. We're
Does.
in the way back kitchen, yeah, Chef?
We're back in the galley.
This is where the pasta magic,
The pasta mayo, it's saute station.
pasta abilities.
It's every sous chef's dream. They
Yeah.
just work it all the time.
Oh yeah.
Saute.
Okay,
So-
so what are we
Saute.
making today?
We have this beautiful pasta that we
House-made.
made. It is house made. This is
fresh.
tagliolini.
What makes it tagliolini?
So this tagliolini is a little bit thinner.
Okay.
And it's supposed to be like a ribbon. And so it's a little bit thinner. It's kind of like the idea of fettuccine, but fettuccine is made with semolina flour. Yep, so we're just gonna put that to start boiling. And the thing is because it's fresh, it's really simple.
Cooks quickly.
It's gonna take maybe a couple of minutes. This base has got all kinds of fun stuff in it.
Okay,
It's
so-
got pork and maybe there's bacon. We got beef, pork, a
beef,
little bit
you've
of
got your
veal.
carrots,
we got
your
carrots,
onions,
yep.
celery.
Exactly. Yep.
Yep,
And then
okay.
we're gonna add just a little bit of tomato to make
Okay.
it a beautiful sauce, which is right over here. And these beautiful.
Are you making this
pieces.
tomato sauce in-house,
Of
Chef?
course, yeah.
Love it.
We start with San Marzano tomatoes, and we do.
Beautiful color.
Yeah, we do garlic, a little bit of onions, and that
Would you-
just simmers for a couple of hours. So the pasta's already done.
Okay,
It's
perfect.
gonna melt the butter even
And
a
how
little
can you
more.
tell when it's done? You just
So it's more of a feeling.
Okay.
You know, it's like not. You can just feel that it's like not stiff anymore,
what beautiful vessel here,
right?
and then.
Oh,
this
what
is
is
the
this?
technique.
This is beautiful. The twirl.
Oh, now smell that. That
beautiful
like
plate.
that.
Yeah.
This is where you wish that you had like smell-o-vision or
Smell-o-vision,
something like
right?
that. Ooh, creme fraiche.
It is.
And so
Oh.
creme fraiche is just a little. It adds a little. I don't know.
That's like rich. That's like full mouthfeel. You already have a lot going on because it's dense and it's.
And we
creme
do
fraiche.
Kinda
some
cuts
parsley.
through the richness.
Yes,
Okay,
we
I
do some
get
parsley
it.
just for the freshness and profiling purposes. And then we do Parmigiano,
Yeah.
Reggiano.
Yay.
You have
From
to.
you know this, I feel
From
like
the
this,
region,
yeah,
right?
Yeah, this dish
so
is
this
all
is
Parma.
regional, yeah.
Yeah.
I love your little micro
Make
grater
it rain,
too.
make it rain,
Right?
make it
Yeah.
rain.
And we put way more than you probably should, but there's something to be said when it's this light. And it's not heavy on the dish. It just like kind of just makes it look beautiful.
Yeah.
And
an
so it changes it
abundance
up.
of cheese,
and so
yeah.
you can't see everything, so it's kind of like a secret under there.
It's like a
You know? And so
surprise.
as you like, cut into it, it's a little bit. So we'll do it with like the biggest spoon possible,
Yeah.
right?
So amazing.
You can kind of just see, and everything kind of comes together.
You got this rich sauce, and
Mm-hmm.
you want the pasta to be coated with the creme fraiche, but then also
Exactly.
with the cheese. We are just so proud to know you, so grateful to show you
Oh.
off, and just really. Just so taken with Oakwood Fire Kitchen, and just thank you so much for having us
We
here.
appreciate it. No, we love having you guys here, and it's just fun to be able to express it all and to share it with as many people as possible.
Oh, you're doing a
Thanks
great
so
job.
much, Chef.
Yeah, thank you.
Do it, run!
Get out of here! Katie, rain or shine, snow, I mean, even ice, nothing would keep us away from legit comfort food, yeah?
Oh, James, it's not meat and potatoes, but it is biscuits and gravy and limeade. We're at Sweet Lake Biscuits and Limeade, and Haas is going to introduce us to the secrets of the sauce that makes this place so great.
Honestly, it sounds magical. Okay, we're on the corner of 1700 South and Richard Street. Haas is inside.
Oh, let's go.
Let's go. Haas!
Well, hey guys. How are you? Good to see you.
So good to see you. The smells in the air. Is it ever not busy here?
Late at night when we're closed.
Got it. Got it. Well, speaking of just knowing that you're rolling, biscuits are being made, should we maybe hit the kitchen first?
Yeah, sure. Come on back. I'll take your
Release
coats.
these jackets, okay,
Okay,
awesome.
thank you. We know that this is truly a privilege. It's not like there's nothing going on this grill and stovetop.
Food makes us dance, we can't help it.
You've got Chef Argus, and he's
Oh, yeah.
like constructing some of the biscuit magic.
Yep.
Okay.
Chef Argus is back here doing his thing. He's our master. He's been here forever and he knows exactly how to do everything perfectly. Eggs, chicken, bacon, hash, gravy.
Well, it's extraordinary because you have a lot going on your menu. You have these beautiful biscuits, which we're certain are very intentionally made. What's the process there? Because I imagine you go through some amount of large quantity of biscuits every single day.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we go through. In fact, on the weekends when we're super slammed here, it's just like non-stop biscuits all day long. It's
That's
awesome.
when they're raining.
that should
when
be a
they're raining,
hashtag,
throwing
biscuits all day
long. Love it.
You ready? Should we do it?
We were
Vargas, T-Rose? So I'll kind of walk you through. We got the portobello mushroom cap that he has on the grill there.
asparagus.
Grilled asparagus, lots of butter.
And
You know.
grilled for that extra.
Yeah.
What's that?
We got Swiss cheese. We got it locally up in Logan, Utah, from the cheese place. We use mushroom gravy. We also use portobello mushrooms in our mushroom gravy.
Oh, how long does it take to make the gravies? I mean, that's an arduous process, yeah?
Yeah. You got to start with your roux, and we do it every morning. So you don't want to have old gravy.
What has turned into sort of like marketing and branding terms like house made and made it fresh because you mix it in back or something like that? You don't even use those terms to describe Sweet Lake Biscuits and Limeade. It's just simple comfort food done right, and your story is told through the way your food tastes. It's amazing.
Yeah, truly house-made, but with that like homegrown vibe, which I love.
I kind of feel like we need to get some of these biscuits in our mouths as well as see what else you've got going on at Sweet Lake.
Yeah, you bet.
Is that cool? So
do it.
sit down
Let's
and
eat.
have a convo?
Yeah.
Good. Yay.
We're
let's
gonna.
So here's the T-Rose we made earlier. Portobello mushroom, asparagus, Swiss cheese, mushroom gravy, egg, biscuit. This is the Utah Cobb. It's kind of our take on the Cobb salad.
Oh, gorgeous.
We have obviously the hot fried chicken, which people love here. Egg, this is the queso fresco that we make here in house.
Oh,
it's really good.
gorgeous.
Dailies, local bacon pieces.
Yum.
We do our own black beans, avocado, and then the tomatoes and we use organic greens. And then for the dressing, we make our own limeade salsa ranch. It's called. We do a limeade salsa here. It's kind of based off of our mint limeades.
That's
and then
cool.
we do our own ranch and we mix it together, and it goes great on the Cobb salad there.
What's in front of you?
This is our signature sandwich, the Haas.
What?
A lot of people are familiar with it. Fried chicken, bacon, egg, cheddar cheese, all jammed into our giant biscuit.
Look
and
at
then
that.
we do our red quinoa hash potato hash browns. Yeah, this is kind of the flagship plate of the restaurant. It's hard to name things, so we named our first two items the Haas and the T-Rose. My wife is Terry Rose, because we call her T-Rose for
Oh,
short.
that
so.
is the cutest.
And she likes the vegetarian stuff, so
This is Haas and
T-Rose.
T-Rose on a plate. That's really special.
And then, of course, we have to talk about the limeade. Because that's really how you kind of got your start?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
definitely. Yeah, we've been selling fresh mint limeade at the downtown farmers market. This was our 11th summer doing it, this past summer, so it'll be 12 next year. I mean, that's what kind of inspired us to do the restaurant, is we needed a way to keep doing the limeade all year. People would find my personal cell phone number, I have no idea how, and call me like, can I get a limeade anywhere? I'm like,
Where are you?
I'm sleeping, and it's January.
How did you get my number? here? Who are you? I love you, but maybe
Yeah.
like wait.
Call me in July.
Yeah.
So, due to the demand, we just figured, well, we let's put some food together, some more limeade flavors, and do it. So this is my favorite. It's a honeydew cucumber mint limeade,
Ooh, that
and
sounds
it is
so
delicious.
Yeah, so fresh.
Yeah, dig in. It's
going in.
really good. The very
Wow.
cool flavors of honeydew and cucumber. Not super sweet, but just enough to kind of.
So biscuits and the art of making the biscuit, was this part of your growing up? Like, how did you decide to bring really the flair of the biscuit to Utah?
So I grew up as a kid in San Antonio, Texas, where my childhood memories of food are mostly comprised of biscuit casseroles. And they were just like pop can biscuits, but it's, we loved it. And,
What is
and
a
my mom
biscuit
made all-
casserole?
It's, you pop the can, you put it in the casserole dish, you dump cream of mushroom or cream of chicken soup, and then just throw whatever. I mean, it can be anything, vegetables, tons of cheese, and just. So I just wanted to kind of replicate that, but do it. Yeah, do it just right as I could, and so.
It's an extraordinary experience, and you really are doing it right, which is so exciting. And we can feel the goodness within us as we're eating the food and as we're sitting in your company, and the goodness all around us. And so this has just been such an exceptional treat, and we can't wait to get back here. I think what we have here is like a couple of super fans.
I want to be an honorary
and
patron.
Put them on, girls.
And you sell this merchandise, which is so cool.
Yeah, we have some hats and shirts and stuff.
And it's like,
Oh, yeah.
why wouldn't we start a Sweet Lake Limeade fan club, which I've just made Jamie the president of, and I'll be VP.
Yeah,
Good.
it's a tough role. Someone's got to do it. Someone's got to do it.
I'll advise if you need any.
Okay.
Is it a roll or is it a biscuit? And it's a moist biscuit, and we'll do it.
All right, we'll
Right,
get back into
yeah.
this. But thanks so much.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much.
Katie, one of my favorite things to say to you is welcome to the dairy farm.
Oh, Jane, that's one of my favorite things to hear.
Well, that's why, we headed all the way out to the westmost side of Ogden, Utah to Waymont Dairy Farms.
James, it's a 4th generation dairy farm, and they are taking such great care in raising these ladies, feeding them right. I can't wait to learn more about how to really, truly be a dairy farmer.
I agree. We got our boots on. I think I see Trevor over there. Let's go. Let's go. Hey, Trevor.
Hi, Trevor.
Hey guys.
Hi. I'm Jamie.
Nice to meet you.
I'm Katie.
You as well.
We are so happy to be here.
Yes, we took a journey west and also north of Salt Lake City to be on Waymont Farms.
Well, we're glad you found us. We're
Thank
happy you're
you.
here.
You do have a few ladies that you take care of.
We do. There's a few running around.
They look so happy.
They're like, look at me. Oh, look at me.
I'm 4th generation dairy farmer.
Wow.
So my great grandfather started the dairy over 100 years ago. We've been in the same location the whole time.
Really?
Wow.
So
This land.
it's just changed and modernized over time, but we're in the same place, do the same thing, but we milk 300 cows.
Wow. It's hard work. It's rewarding and all of these different elements, but it's a lot that you're doing. We would love to see maybe what's for breakfast, lunch, and dinner for these cows.
I'd love to show you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
let's
Let's
do
go.
it.
Let's go take a
Awesome,
look.
thank you.
Cows like life really boring. Okay.
Okay.
So we like to keep things as consistent as we can. With the feed, we want it 100% consistent every time.
Nice.
We work with a nutritionist that balances that. We call their food a ration. So we work with a professional nutritionist that keeps that balance. So when we switch out any feeds, he balances that ration for us.
Okay.
So these are mostly what we grow here locally,
Okay.
that we grow ourselves. You have corn silage, which is just the whole plant
Okay.
that's chopped up. So you can see
Got
the corn in there.
kernels.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And so they really like that. It ferments, and it's really sweet.
It gets sweet.
Oh,
Yep,
okay.
it's really sweet. This is alfalfa hay.
This is just
Classic.
yeah.
So it's dry bells,
grassiness.
your classic alfalfa hay.
Can I smell that?
Yep.
Yeah.
Just get me some country. Oh,
Just a little, yeah. I love it. Okay.
So this is
Good
the same
childhood.
thing. This is just wet chopped. So it's put in wet and ferments
okay.
a lot like the corn silage.
and does it also then sweeten?
Yep,
or?
it's got a really
Okay.
sweet smell to it.
Okay,
Okay.
can we smell that? Oh yeah,
I
very
can
sweet.
smell it.
Can
yeah.
you? Okay.
I can like smell it from it. It's very
It's totally
fragrant.
sweet. And is it literally on the fields just nearby here that we
just
can
right
see?
here.
Yep, that have been plowed or harvested. Very, very cool.
The land's a lot like the cows. I mean, if you take care of it, it'll keep taking care of you. If you don't take care of it, it's not going to take care. It'll deplete over time.
Speaking of taking care, they all have just a fabulous necklace that
You like
they're
that?
wearing. Yes.
We might be able to get you one.
Super fashionable.
Too generous. Too generous. Yeah, so this is sort of now the newer technologies.
It does 3 or 4 different things. It's a pedometer, so we track how many steps they take a day, and then we track their estrus cycles off their heat. When they go through an estrus cycle, their steps increase. So when it's time to breed the cow, she lets us know by increasing her steps.
Oh my goodness.
Okay.
And talk to us about milking. How many times a day do you milk the ladies?
We milk twice a day.
Twice a day. What times are those typically?
About 3 in the morning and about the same in the afternoon.
Oh my goodness. We would love to see the milking process. Is it almost that time?
Okay, yeah, we can go look at that.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Okay.
Trevor, this is kind of a special part on the farm because this is where the cows are being milked, right?
This is where the magic happens. Yep,
Oh,
right
I
here.
love that. And how long does the milking process take?
On our dairy, it takes about 4 hours
Okay.
to set up and milk the
Each
cows
session,
and clean.
Wow.
Okay,
Each
so-
cycle, each group of cows, it takes about 10 minutes for the whole entire process.
Okay.
And then those cows are out and the next 10 come in.
Well, this has been exceptional, and we just really appreciate your time.
Well, thanks for coming. We loved having you.
Well, cheers to our next glass of milk in advance. Okay, thanks, Trevor.
Bring in the ladies.